In Korea, after college, I worked there 2.5 years in lightbulb company, one of the biggest in Korea. We shipped out lots of merchandise to especially New York metropolitan area. Obviously, 2-3 years later, we have a kind of trouble, quality problem, communication problem. There's no telegram, no text, no nothing those days. So company decided somebody we need to coordinate to stay in USA. So I spent almost 3 years with a Korean company, but it's a hard time with getting money. Korea has no money, so I got money from our import buyer. Meantime, I opened my eye. Oh my God, this is B. Altman, this is Roden Taylor, this is like a USA. Then I decided, I can make the dream, something I can make. Then I decided, 1971, my own company, which is Bulbrite, was founded.
I often think about what would it be like if I moved to a new country now, where I didn't speak the language, where I couldn't eat the food, like literally couldn't eat the food, and there was no phone, there was no way to communicate with everyone, and I just had to start a new company by myself with my husband in a country that I didn't know. I can't honestly fathom that. I went to college, and then after college, I worked at Pricewaterhouse. I went to school at night to get my MBA. And after that, I went to work for what I thought at the time was my dream job. I was working in Hollywood, working for a producer, but on the business side of things. And the business was moving back to New York. And at the time, the company was about to turn 30. My dad was turning 60, I was turning 30. And he kind of sat me down, having not said anything until that point, about we'd really like you to work in the family business.
It's not the space, it's not the merchandise. We need the manpower, we need. And honestly, I beg of Cathy, can you help me?
And so it was very subtle, not so subtle. And at that time, I was at a inflection point in my life too, turning 30. And I said, you know what, it's kind of now or never, and I would hate for the business to be sold or just not having given it a shot.
She made the final decision, so I say hallelujah.
He started me in customer service. And I said, why am I starting in customer service? I have my MBA, I can run the financial department, I can do whatever you need me to do. And he said, you have to start with the customers.
The way of business is mechanically, technically, completely earth and sky, like big difference now. But its concept is the same thing. When you work hard, when you good relationship with the customer, that's most important.
I think he thought, okay, she's starting at 30, I'll consider letting her have some more responsibility a decade from now. So at 40, when the business was 40 and he was 70, 2 years earlier than he expected, he did hand over the presidency, and then he became chairman, and then I've been running it since then. I remember sitting with my customer service manager at the time, and she came to my office with a problem, and she said, oh, we have this problem with this customer, what should we do? And I literally leaned in and I said, I have no idea, I just became president yesterday and you've been here for 20 years. What do you think you should do, we should do? And she said, I have no idea. Andrew used to make all the decisions. And I went, wow, this is what the change of leadership, is gonna look like. So I made a very deliberate intent in building a team that was A, smarter than me, and B, empower them to make the decisions. I think that's probably the biggest difference, is the leadership style is different, and it was the appropriate leadership style for that time in the business, and I think this is the right time to, we've grown so much, so if I had to make every micro decision, it would not be fun, A, for me, nor would it be fun for my team.
Once you small dream, you can succeed 110%. Then you got encouragement. Then I figured out this is country, it's really, if you work hard, and you can succeed.
What do I think the American dream is? I agree with him that for me, America stands for possibilities, right? I think hard work is important, but I think that's only one element of the American dream. I think there's other parts though, and I think part of it is not only what you did for your own family and the families of the people that worked at the company throughout the 50 years, but also what you give back. 9/11 happened right before I joined the company. And I remember thinking to myself, why am I doing this other than it's my family business? And one of the industry leaders at that time, I remember, I have the ad up on my wall, said, America needs light, beautiful light, and we're responsible for providing it. And to this day, like that is the thing, that's my guiding light. I look at that and go, I now as the leader of this organization that physically makes light, I'm responsible for providing beautiful light, however that manifests itself in this amazing country.